classics. I don't know.
It's classic black, yo.
Sucker. Okay, so basically we're here doing Wrestlemania review, and wasn't worth $55, but some of it was good, a lot of it wasn't. It was the booking, it was, I don't know. We'll go into it and you'll figure out what it was.
By the way, CJ, you need to pay attention. Okay, sober up, drink some coffee, because you need to hear this.
So, we'll just go down the card here on the website and go
WrestlingRevolution.com, the epicenter for all of your wrestling needs.
Go there. Link in the description box. So, we start the show up. Oh wait, no we don't. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Didn't freaking exist, because they put it on a pre-show during the show, but nobody gets to see it. Did they even do it on WWE.com?
No.
No. So, the match went to a no contest, and then I guess they had lumberjacks around the match or something, and they started brawling, so they had some lumberjack battle royal thing or something, and what was it, Great Khali one?
The Great Job Lee one.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the Great Khali. So, at least last year they put a younger guy over that, like Yoshitatsu. I thought they were gonna push, but it's like this year's like the Great Khali. Really, how many times are they gonna try to like? Because I mean, he eliminated Sheamus. Why would you not have Sheamus win?
Edge versus Alberto Del Rio. And funny story with this was I was cooking this guy food in the kitchen, and WWE decided we're gonna put the two matches that I wanted to see the most on first. So luckily with the replay, I got to see the show, those two matches. But very good match, I thought. Should have had some more time. Shouldn't have been the first match of the show, but it was good. Edge won with the spear. I don't know, many left.
Hey, no, it was a good match. I mean, I knew these two would work well together. I knew that it would kind of be a solid match. I mean, for what it was. That's why they probably had it open the show, because it was a solid match. I just wish that Sheamus and Daniel Bryan would have opened the show instead of a 15-minute Rock promo. So I thought it was a good match, just wrong place in the card.
One thing I like too is even though yes, the match had interference in it, it was kind of like if someone interfered, then someone else from the opposite side kind of counteracted it. Like Eddie Munster interfered for ADR or something. Like Christian was over there, beating up Brodus or something, or Brodus was beating him up. It was kind of cool like that. It was kind of balanced, so to speak. My match of the night, Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. This was a great match. There's a lot of good lucha stuff in it with Cody. Cody did awesome keeping up with Rey and plenty of offense, and I love the spot too that he pointed out that I'd missed it the first time, but this delayed vertical suplex, kind of David Hart Smith style, but Cody did that to Mysterio on the second rope, and he held him up there for good 20 seconds or something, and then wham, dropped him with it. It's awesome.
I just like we came out as Captain America. I mean, it definitely was match of the night. I mean, it was absolutely match of the night. I mean, looking at the rest of the matches on the card, honestly, there's no question. But I thought, I mean, Cody. We finally have somebody who can really keep up with Cody Rhodes. I mean, who was the last? Well, last year it was CM Punk and Rey, which was a good match. But I'm just, over the past couple, the years prior to that, it's always been Rey Mysterio's fighting people who really can't keep up with Rey. So I thought this match was very, very well executed. I like it when Rey Mysterio put the mask on. When Rey Mysterio put the face guard on and was hitting Cody with it. I just thought that was funny. But I definitely am happy that Cody went over.
Yeah, they put the red guy over, and I love the finish too. When Rey was charging him, and then Cody hit him with it. I think it was the knee brace or something. He hit him with that, and then Rey's knocked out on the ropes like that, and then he hits the crossover and pin him.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of anticlimactic, but I thought it was appropriate for Cody's character, because I like the whole the darker Cody Rhodes, and they even changed his music and stuff like that. I thought that was great.
They could call it a tag match, an 8-man tag team matchup. The Core versus Big Show, Kane, Santino, and instead of Kozlov, they replaced him with Kofi Kingston. So, and this match went. I timed it a minute and a half. Yeah. Pretty much the Core got squashed in it. I don't even think there was one tag in it or something. Like I think like Santino started off, he tagged in Big Show or something, and then the match broke down from there, and everybody, all the faces doing the spots on the court, and then Big Show won, I think, with a knockout punch on Slater, I think it was. So
it was awful. I mean, how can you do that on a WrestleMania card? Oh wait, that's right, because they need to give more time to watch. I'm sorry, that just irks me because I mean, I was at least looking forward to this match because there were some good workers in this match with Kofi Kingston and Big Show Kane, and most of the core members are good in the ring. The only person I'm not that fond of is Santino, and at least he's entertaining. And it's just like they do like a minute and a half match. This isn't Raw.
It's a freaking $55 pay-per-view.
Seriously.
Oh, you can't forget too. They had to give some time to the Snoop Dogg backstage program.
Yeah, and I think wasn't that after this?
The only
thing entertaining about that backstage part was William Regal coming back and rapping. That's it. Everything else was retarded. I'm sorry, was raw. And if you don't know what that is, then that's an inside joke for Wrestling Revolution. You need to join the Monday Night Raw chats and Top Rope TV, then you know what it means. Anyway, sorry.
And I admit I'm bad about that, but that's why I do videos. Anyway, next we had Randy Orton versus CM Punk. It was good. Could have had maybe a little more time, but for what it was good. Like Punk did a good job, kind of like carrying Orton, I thought, during it. Because there was a couple spots that like Orton seemed kind of slow or something. Like there was one weird spot that was kind of getting close toward the end of the match where like Punk was going up to the top rope and he wanted Orton to crotch him on the ropes or something, but Orton was kind of like sitting up in the ring or something, and I think Punk was getting kind of confused, so he like started standing into the top rope or something to kind of hint Orton, hey, crotch me on the rope. So then Orton finally got up and did it. So.
I thought it was a solid match. I mean, it was it wasn't a stellar match, but it was definitely not the
Yeah, I'll give it that. It was a lot better than the tag match. I think I would have liked it better if it was like a main event for a Raw or something. With a little time, but it was okay.
I'm just happy that really the Nexus wasn't out there because after you have all the interference with the opening match with with ADR and stuff like that, all his old minions, it would have been a little much to have all of Nexus out there with CM Punk. So I think that could have added to the match a little bit, that there wasn't so much interference and stuff like that.
I would have liked to have seen Punk go over too, because Orton did kind of run through every member of like his group or something, so it would have been cool with the leader somehow pulling it out to win or something.
Yeah, I mean Orton won last year at WrestleMania and Punk lost last year at WrestleMania, so I was hoping that Punk would go over this year. Just because they Punk, they're pushing him. He's like the next Chris Jericho, so it's like I kind of
I was like The Rock and Eve were talking, and he's like, whoever's behind me, like I'm gonna give like a memorable moment. It was Mae Young again. So it's nice to see she's still alive and well and not giving birth to any more hands or anything.
Yeah, she can barely talk. I'm like, what? No offense, but come on. Why bring someone like that on TV? I mean, I get honoring, that she's a veteran in the business, but, I don't know. What's your keeping?
Well, they should have had a Ron Simmons. Damn! Or something.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's see. Next we had the.
Oh wait, you forgot about in that backstage but after Mae Young and Eve walked off that. Anyone could have walked around the corner, and then he turned around and it was Stone Cold. Yeah. He had like an awkward moment, like, how are you? Bird kicked the master. Yeah. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
It was just kind of like awkward moment. So okay. Anyway, continue.
Match we had. Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole.
Hold on, let me borrow that.
The greatest WrestleMania match in existence. I hate to say it, I think as bad as Brock Lesnar Goldberg was, I don't know, toward the end of that match there was the match finally happened with all the moves and stuff in that one. This one, I don't know, what was it? Just Cole, like, you know, doing the cowardly, like, you know, I'm not getting in there, I'm not getting in there. And then he, like...
They wasted so much time on this match. I mean, like, okay, in my opinion, the end was funny. Like, where, you know, where Waller had him in the ankle lock, and he was tapping out, and Stone Cold was like, do you... That was funny. If they cut out, like, all of the beginning, like, if it would have been, like, 2 minutes of maybe Waller, like Cole running around the ring, and then Waller catching up with him and beating him up, and then putting him in the ankle lock, that would have been fine. But it's like, I mean, this had like, what, 15 minutes? Because he went in the coal mine and he let's shake hands. And then, you know, they shook and then he didn't let go of his hand. And, you know, they just wasted way too much time on it. I was entertained by the very end, but the first 10, 15 minutes of this match was like, bye. Yeah.
Plus, I don't know, too, and some of you might be like, oh, it's just Jerry Lawler getting his revenge or something, but it's like, I don't know, you're having a, you know, no offense to Lawler's age, but you're having like a senior citizen, you know, chasing, you know, Michael Bull or something. I don't know.
Which after seeing Michael Cole in that outfit, we can all probably attest that Jerry Lawler's in much better shape than Michael Cole.
Yes. I'm training, I'm working hard, I'm working with swagger, and he's like, I don't know, it would be like just me wrestling in there. I admit I'm not in the best shape, but still, I probably could have had a better match with Lawler than Michael Cole.
So, anyway, let's not waste any more time.
Yeah, let's not before I start stringing myself. Next we have Undertaker versus Triple H, and from what CJ said, his A+ match of the night or something, and I don't know, we pretty much disagree.
CJ, I need you to pay attention. Did you drink your coffee? Did you sober up? What the monkey piss are you thinking? I'm not going to say this match was awful and horrible, but this match was a Jeff Hardy match. It was a spot fest, and then everything in between was like them laying on the ground. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, Triple H was hitting finishers, and it didn't feel... I'm not saying it was a horrible match, but I'm just... A+? Really?
One thing I'd like to say, too, is, like, the ring entrance was, like... Taker needs a new theme song. This Johnny Cash song, it's a good song, you know, for the promo thing when he came back. We said this, too, but when the promo, like, when he was coming back, it was a good song for him, but I mean, like, when he's coming out to the ring or something... like, for his entrance, it's just like, it kind of puts you to sleep or something.
It's a buzzkill.
I mean, you can watch the show and it's like, you know, the whole time, like, his theme music is playing, like, his old regular theme music. Like, everyone will be cheering for him, but it's like, when he's walking the ring, it's just like, silent. It's like you're in a library or something.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the match, though, I mean, you know, you made it, with the match, it's just, even off camera, you made some good points about this match, and I can't think of them right now, but it's just like, I don't know, it was spot fest, but I mean, it was just like, well, you said, like, beginning of the match or something, it was like, what, a minute into it, like, there's like the first spot, you know, right through the unbreakable coal mine booth thing or whatever. I don't know, I mean, as I said, let me make myself clear, I did not think this match was horrible by any means, but... Is it an A+? Is it...
It's a C.
It's a C. Like, it's, you know... Was it better than Shawn Taker? No. I really don't think so. I mean, and then the ending was also a buzzkill.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what happened to Taker? What were the... Either A, he was really dying, and they were trying to play it off?
Yeah, then... Okay. If you're checking somebody's pulse, like, and you're gonna do CPR, like... You're checking him here, but I saw a guy, like, checking him up here or something. Why are you checking him up here? He's right at the pulse is down there. And if he doesn't have a pulse, you're gonna start freaking compressions. So he's obviously still alive and not dead. So
I just think that's a stupid angle that they're doing. I mean, you know, he couldn't get up. How much more? I mean,
it took like 20 minutes for him to finally, like,
get out of there.
Get out of there.
I mean, Triple H walked out before he did, and Undertaker won. And speaking of when he won... the Hell's Gate! He didn't even have the Hell's Gate in right. I mean, like, Taker, or Triple H's arm was, like, over his spot when he's supposed to be in between the legs. I mean, it's like... And then Triple H, you know, I get he was fighting and he was doing all this and he was going for the sledgehammer, and that was okay, but it's just like, he didn't even have the Hell's Gate locked in right. It lasted way too long. Triple H said he was going to die trying, and Triple H walked out before Taker. Triple H had to be driven out, or The Undertaker had to be driven out. I don't know, I The match I'd give a C. I mean, if you had me include all the crap that happened afterward and beforehand, it would probably be a D. Just because it just didn't flow. The match didn't flow. These guys worked pretty well in the ring, but it was just a spot fest, right? I'm taking up way too much.
Yeah.
Continue.
We'll go to the next match was the celebrity-ish match or something. Morrison, Trish, and Snooki versus Slay Cool and Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, Morrison and Ziggler weren't even like in the match for like not even like a minute or something. They were like, whatever. Ziggler got clothesline over the top rope, but then, well, it was cool. Morrison did like a standing Starship pain to Ziggler on the floor. That was pretty cool. But I mean, other than that though, it was pretty much like Trish did. Well, I don't even know how long the match lasted. Like 5 minutes, maybe. If that or something. So Snooki was actually like did one impressive thing that surprised both of us. That like suddenly like all these like backflips she was doing. I was like, where'd she learn that from?
Dude, I mean that honestly, I mean that really my jaw was on the floor. I'm like, wow. I mean that impressed me more than the Taker Triple H match. I mean, I was shocked that I don't know. I mean that just I didn't think Snooki had it in her, but she did it halfway decent job. I was just sad that Ziggler and Morrison didn't have it.
Well, I was sad too that they didn't put the Sheamus Daniel Bryan match on the show.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh well. Then we had the main event, which it was Miz versus Cena, WWE title. It was good. It would seem kind of weird. They were like Cena was kind of working like. He pointed this out too. Like Cena didn't seem to like have the same like passion going into the match or something like he would for like a main event Mania match. And we were kind of trying to figure out why or something, and I think it was just like The Rock kind of screwing him out of the title instead of like maybe Miz just beating him clean or something like that.
Either that or Cena just didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is. I mean, I can see Cena not having a problem with putting the Miz over, but maybe he didn't want to lose to The Rock. But the thing is that he FU'd Cena on, or he FU'd The Rock on Raw.
Yeah.
So I mean. Okay, what's your beef? I mean, okay, you got to FU Rock on live TV, and then at WrestleMania, you got Rock Bottom. It's Feud 101. I mean, you didn't see it coming, and they came out in a new t-shirt. Are y'all happy about that?
The match was pretty good, though, I thought.
Yeah.
Like, I liked that Miz got, like, a lot of offense in, and then, like, I didn't like the ending, though, because it's like they started the double count, and I was like, what's this, a TNA finish or something for Mania? I was waiting for him to just cut the show off right there. So, but then The Rock came out, and the GM thing was kind of funny. The GM chimed in. He's like, doesn't matter what you think. Knock the keyboard up. That was pretty funny. But I didn't like when he was like, no time limit, no holds barred, no count out or something, and then it just like ended like right after that. I didn't like the ending, but the match itself was pretty decent, I thought.
I'm just happy the Miz retained. That's it.
Yeah, me too.
So
overall, I don't know how many. Well, that's probably the ranking system, but if I was gonna give it a score, like out of a scale of 10, I'd give it a 6. I think there were some good matches on here, but then there was just seemed like a lot of stuff that was filler, or they just shortened a lot of matches, like especially the Core versus Big Show's team was way too short. So, what do you think?
if you on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 5. I mean, maybe a 4. I'm not as gracious as Classic. Because it's just, some of the production was just poor. Like, for them, like, I didn't mind having The Rock come out in the beginning, but you really shouldn't have cut so much time in so many matches, for The Rock. I mean, A, The Rock should have been in the ring at the very beginning, instead of doing the entrance and all that. B, he should not have been, I mean, really, you do a chant that's like, Fruity Pebble, or it was Yabba, Yabba, no. So, I mean, I would give it in between 4 and 5 only because the production value wasn't as good either, as well as they cut down on some matches, and so I'm kind of more pissed about that. But
plus that Cena choir intro thing was kind of dumb too.
Yeah. So I mean, the matches, some of the matches weren't bad. It's just the production value kind of pissed me off, and I look at that more probably than most wrestling fans at the production quality of the show. But
yeah. Oh well. That's our WrestleMania review. Leave your comments in the description box, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Hey guys, don't forget my e-bagging thing.